Hello, everyone. Welcome to Couponing 101. My name is Sarah Richer. I am the Health and Human Sciences Extension Educator at Purdue Extension Lawrence County. So our office is in Bedford, Indiana. I'm so glad that you all could join us today for this presentation of Couponing 101. We're going to focus on how we can save more at the grocery store. So we want to make sure our food dollars are put to great work. So today's objectives, we would like to make a plan or go over some meal planning practices. We're also going to discuss spending leaks, what they are and how to prevent them. And then we're going to go over our best practices for couponing, terminology related to couponing, and the resources that we have available. So jumping right in, before we can discuss couponing and making the most of our food budget, we have to make a plan before we shop. So we want to make sure that we have our meals planned and our shopping trips planned before we get into the process of trying to save that extra dollar from couponing. The first step is to always look at our food budget. So we can determine our food budget based on our income, expenses, fixed expenses, our controllable expenses, and periodic expenses. So we have on the screen an image of an example of a budget calendar, and I will email this out after today's lesson. But there are so many budget calendars out there, so find one that you like and that works well for you. So when we're taking into account our food budget, we really want to make sure that we're tracking our expenses for about a week's time and then determining our budget from that amount that we've spent. So to track our budget or track our expenses for food, we're going to write down everything that we can for that week's time. That may include saving receipts, looking up your expenses on your maybe bank statement, or if you have an online system. And when we say tracking food expenses, I mean everything from your lunches to restaurant meals, if you grabbed a quick snack from a vending machine, any type of convenience food that you may have purchased, everything is going to count towards that food budget. There are some awesome calculators out there, one being an online calculator at Eat Smart, Spend Smart by Iowa State Extension. And we will send that link to you all after the presentation. But use a food calculator and get a great idea of how much you can afford to spend each month on your food budget. Interesting fact. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Americans spend on average around 6% of their monthly budget on food alone. However, the study also shows that you may spend 5% on dining out. So that makes your food budget 11% of your overall income. And this can vary from home to home. The USDA also found that food eaten at home on average can range from $526 all the way up to $1,186. And this is going to obviously vary greatly depending on the size of your family, the stage of life that your family's in, how thrifty you are. So if you're already using those coupons, what you're purchasing, and even the stores you shop at. So the average American family spends $1.22 for every dollar earned. So we know we are overspending on most things. And we see this happening more and more, and people having higher, credit card balances and everything like that. So we want to focus on only spending the money we have dedicated to our food budget. When we're looking at the food budget, make sure that it's realistic for you. So revisit your budget often, make adjustments as needed. All right, about 85% of Americans don't know what they're having for dinner until hours before they eat. So meal planning can really help to save money and reduce food waste at home. And ultimately, it's going to help you save time because no one's going to be wondering, hey, what's for dinner? And it's going to alleviate some stress on you. So it helps to save money because you only buy what you need when you meal plan, and we have less food waste. We're also eating out less because we're not having as many of those last minute, oh, I have to figure this out meals. And meal planning is also going to allow you to focus on those sales and the coupons that we're going to talk about later. You can add a variety to your eating pattern because you're thinking ahead and able to focus on ways that you want to incorporate maybe some new foods into your diet. So, as we're planning our menu, we want to obviously try to focus on healthy options and really avoid convenience foods. So, a convenience food is going to cost you more than a non prepared food. So, anything convenient would be items that are pre pilled, pre cut, items that are already prepared for you, sealed on hand, ready to just go into the oven or into the microwave. So, we want to try to make things as fresh as we can, and that's going to cut down on your costs. So they may be, as they say, convenient, but you're paying that extra price for these food items. So you have to decide in the end, is this worth my time to try to prepare something from scratch versus that convenience? So we found on average it is almost 5 times more expensive to order delivery from a restaurant than it is to cook at home. So we want to focus here on things that we can buy, make at home from scratch. So on your screen, there is a 5-day meal planning worksheet, and this is from Iowa State University. And I will also send this one out to you as well after today's lesson. There's so many great examples out there of meal planning by day, by month, by week, and example grocery lists. So before we plan our week, we want to start by taking an inventory of the items that we have on hand. So what's stocked right now in your freezer, your cabinets, your pantry, and then take a look at the trash. So paying attention to your trash is going to give you an idea of the foods that you've been throwing out each week. And this is going to help you understand what you're not eating. You can use smaller recipes, so maybe buy fewer ingredients and buy things that you're actually going to be using and cook with. So a planned menu, we're going to be able to focus on those sale items like I mentioned earlier. This is really where you're going to save money because we're going to be able to use those coupons and look for things in our sale ads that are on sale, like meat or maybe fresh fruits. And we're also going to try to stick to buying things that are in season. By planning ahead, we can really focus on comparing prices and looking at different stores online to see where the best sales are at. When we're planning our grocery trip, we really want to try to stay to the perimeter of the store. So when we think about the perimeter of store, this is where those healthier options are going to be for the most part. Things like our fresh fruits and vegetables, dairy items, meats, poultry, seafood, um, deli, fresh breads, our bakery. So we have our typically healthier items around the perimeter of the store. Now, certain healthy foods like nuts and grains and canned foods can be in the center aisles, but we just want to make sure that we are only trying to go in and through the aisles that we actually need to shop through. It's so easy to just wander the aisles and we wind up putting more things in our cart than what we're really needing. All right, so when we finally make it to the store, what do you see? Well, we see lots of advertisements, bright colored food items. We still see those sale logos, low price advertisements, but we know that we are shopping with a plan and we have our budget here. So we are sticking to our grocery list and we're not going to be caught in the moment of these great sales that we may be seeing. So just a few tips for while you're at the store: never shop hungry. I know I'm guilty of this. If I shop hungry, I am going to purchase way more than what I'm needing. If possible, limit the amount of people you bring to the store with you. So I know this isn't always an easy or possible solution for every family, but the more people you bring with you, the more chance that there's going to be some impulse buying. So studies have also shown the more time you spend in a store, the more you're going to spend. So shoppers typically spend around $2.17 for every minute they're in a store. So taking the time to think about how you'll shop is going to help you save money in the long run. And then finally, only buy what's on that list. So we see like those bright colored pictures there. We're only going to stick to our list and we're going to avoid spending leaks, which is our next part of the presentation. Spending leaks are really any unplanned, unnecessary item that we're buying at the store. Usually these are low importance items. They're not things that we need. They're really more so wants. If we truly want to make the most of our food budget, we have to recognize these spending leaks and focus on how we can avoid these situations. So little purchases made every day, they can add up. So take, for instance, a $5 combo meal. So maybe I didn't pack my lunch and I'm going to spend $5 for lunch. That's not so bad. But when you consider the fact that a store brand food prepared that I prepared myself could be just over $1, that extra $4 per day really adds up and accounts for over $700 per year. So let's walk through a day together and see some examples of spending leaks. All right, it's early morning. I woke up, I've headed to the nearest coffee shop. I'm ready for my cup of joe. So 1 cup of coffee at $4.16, and this is the national average for a cup of coffee, in a year's time would cost me $1,518.40. Now, that's a lot of money on coffee. And if you take into consideration a cup of coffee at home is usually between 16 and 18 cents, it would only have cost me, on average, about $62 to have coffee at home compared to my large latte at my nearest coffee shop. So by having coffee at home, I could have saved $1,456. Now, I'm not here to tell you you can't ever enjoy a cup of coffee out, but keep in mind how much you're spending on a regular basis on some of these extra things, or what we call spending leaks. All right, we've made it to lunchtime. Unfortunately, I was in a hurry this week and I did not pack any of my lunches. So if I continue this habit all throughout the year, for 5 meals each week at $10 a meal, that's going to be $50 a week, or $2,600 in a year's time. That's a lot of money for lunch, especially when we go back to that last figure of I can typically make lunch for myself around $1. Ooh, it's 2 p.m. I really need to pick me up. So I am going to hop over and get a quick fountain drink. So I got myself a soda. It was $1.07. But if I spend $1.07 every day, that's going to add up, of course. So that is $390.55 each year I would be spending on soda if I had that afternoon pick me up every day. Well, of course, to go with my soda, I'm going to want something salty or sweet to eat. So I hop over to the vending machine, and my vending machine snack is on average $1.50. So if I look at that for the entire year, that's going to be $547.50. And here I thought I was just buying something small to tide me over till later in the day. All right. The kids hopped in the car and we're on our way to sports practice tonight. So I ran through the drive-thru and got them something quick to eat. A Happy Meal at McDonald's is $3.39. So if I'm going to buy 2 Happy Meals a week for an entire year, so that's close to $7 a week, that's going to be $352.56. So maybe these amounts individually don't sound like so much, but when you consider the cost of convenience food over a long period of time, those expenses really add up, especially if I add all of those together. So if I add up all my spending leaks, I have spent $5,409.01 this week on spending leaks on things I didn't even need. On the screen, you're going to see that adding up the extras worksheet, and I am going to send that to you all after today's presentation so that you can add up your own extras or your own spending leaks and see where, you can make some changes. And spending leaks aren't just limited to food. It could be, okay, maybe you're grabbing an extra movie rental from Redbox each week. Those things do add up. So taking account into everything that you're spending up that's extra can really make a difference in your budget. Now we're going to get to the best part, coupons, what we're all here for. So our information on couponing today, it's going to focus on the basics. So we'll cover some simple strategies and resources to get you started on your couponing journey. Now, truly, the key to success in using coupons is to develop an easy to maintain coupon strategy. So a few facts before we jump in. Coupons date back to 1887, with the first coupon being from Coca-Cola. As you can see, there's an example on the screen of one of those first coupons by Coca-Cola. Then in the year 1895, marked the first grocery coupon, and this was Post Grape Nuts Flakes. Can you believe 55.7 million coupons are produced each year? 96% of coupon users say that they would still use a coupon even if they won the lottery. And finally, on average, you can save 10 to 15% on your grocery bill or your food budget by using coupons. Now, I know there are plenty of TV shows out there that are going to show you the extreme side of couponing, but we're going to focus on that 10 to 15%. So something that's practical for us to work on. Now, if you think this way, if you save $25 a week using coupons, in a year's time, you will save $1,300. So that can make a significant change in your budget or what you're going to be able to put that savings towards. So starting off with the basic information, we have really two types of coupons. We have our manufacturer's coupons and our store coupons. So coupons save money off your grocery bill and can add up to thousands of dollars worth of savings in a year's time. Coupon use is actually up 23%. Most coupons are good for on average about 3 months. And we'll talk about how to track those expiration dates when you're organizing your coupons here in a few slides. A manufacturer's coupon is going to be either printed or digital and specified for a product. The coupon can be used in most stores that carry that product and are issued by the company. So the stores will allow you to have that discount on your total, and then they're going to send that coupon to the manufacturer and they get reimbursed for the value of the discount. A store coupon works in a similar way, except it is used by one specific store for the use of that store only. So the store is using the one-time price cutting ability, and they're going to cover the cost. So simple guidelines for you, and these are pretty typical from store to store, but of course we're going to look into the store before we are going to go shopping. That way we know the rules and regulations of that store. But some guidelines to start off with. So usually you can only use your coupon one time. You may not buy 10 boxes of cereal and scan the coupon for $1 off 10 times. The way they're developed with the barcodes, a lot of times they're only going to be able to scan one time. And the store is only going to be reimbursed for that one time that the item can be scanned. So they're not going to want to lose that $9 by you scanning it 10 times. You may use one coupon per indicated item purchased. So if you have two coupons to save $1 on one box of cereal, you must buy 2 boxes to be able to use both coupons. The coupon will say 1 coupon per purchase. This means you may not use both coupons on the same box. You may not use 2 coupons on one item. There is an exception to this. Some stores will allow you to stack coupons. So they'll allow you to use a store coupon and a manufacturer coupon, and you may even be able to use some rebates with this as well. Once again, coupons cannot be copied. So going back to that, coupons may only be used once. Sometimes they'll even have a notice on there that it's illegal to copy a coupon, but you can have other creative ways of obtaining multiple coupons in a legal way. We want to make sure that we're really paying attention to the wording on the coupon and ignoring the picture. So manufacturers usually put a picture of their most expensive product on the coupon to make you think that is what you have to buy. But if you actually read the terms of the coupon, it will usually say save on any brand of this XYZ product. That means you can buy even the least expensive product and still save with the coupon. And then finally, you can use a coupon on sale or clearance items. And this will also vary sometimes by store. So usually store clerk will try to tell you otherwise, but you can also chat with a manager or call the corporate office and find out ahead of time what their coupon regulations are. So where do we find these amazing coupons? Well, we have lots of options. Stores have their weekly ads or mail flyers. I know I get several of them in the mail. There's also coupons on the store shelves. You can sign up a lot of times for an email subscription. There's internet coupon sites, major newspapers a lot of times will distribute coupons, magazines, and even the manufacturer's website. Fun fact for you all, the Sunday inserts usually have between $50 and $75 worth of coupons. So shop there for sure and look through those coupons because there's a lot of savings featured in those booklets. Now, I will warn you all when it comes to those online resources, sometimes you may have to sign up or subscribe for their website in order to receive the coupons. In some cases, it can be worth it, but later on, we will discuss some things to watch out for before we're putting our information out there on those websites. So some coupon terminology that we'll see a lot. Clipped manufacturer coupons are really those coupons for the newspapers or the weekly ads. And then we have our printable manufacturer coupons. So those are the ones online that we can print and take to the store with us. Digital manufacturer coupons, we have those on our phones that we can take them in with us and have those ready to be scanned at checkout. So focus on stores like Walgreens, Target, CVS, Kroger. A lot of them use digital coupons as well. Store coupons, planning your use of your store coupon. Keep in mind that you may be able to stack those with that manufacturer coupon. Some store names that a lot of times have those store coupons. Once again, CVS, Dollar General, Family Dollar, Kroger, Kohl's, Staples, Target, Walgreens, and Whole Foods. Make use of the Catalina coupons. So those are the ones that you receive a lot of times at the end of checking out at a store. Some stores like CVS will refer to those as your bucks, almost like your loyalty coupons for being a frequent person to their store, a customer to their store. We have our Blinkies. So Blinkies are really those black plastic boxes or red sometimes, and they have the blinking lights and they're hanging on the shelves and they're trying to get your attention. A lot of times we got to watch though, because we might grab a coupon and use it on something that we weren't planning to purchase in the first place. So watch those Blinkies. Those red lights can really distract you. The tear pads are the ones that are attached to the shelves, and you can pull a coupon off and use it that day on a purchase. Once again, watch that it's not an impulse buy and it's something that you'd already planned on buying. And then finally, Peelies. So this is the adhesive manufacturer coupon that you can find on products in the store. They're stuck on the product, and once again, they encourage impulse buy. So we have to watch that we already have the item on our list before we're making this purchase. They often are good on a wide selection of products. So once again, make sure you read the coupon and don't go by the picture, because the fine print may tell you you can even purchase the item in a smaller size, which is another way to save some money. If the Peely states good on any, the manufacturer is allowing the person who adds the Peely to decide which variety gets the Peely. It's then left to the customer to read the fine print and decide where to apply the discount. Peelies that say on this package means that that discount can only be provided to that specific package on that shopping trip. And it's always best to use those on the shopping trip that you're at. If you notice you have one on your package after you get home, just try to use it right away, because a lot of times they do expire a little earlier. Consider joining a store loyalty program. Some of my favorites, I love the Kroger store loyalty program and CVS. So many stores are going to offer these loyalty programs, and you're going to earn maybe store cash or points towards future purchases. The first order of business once you decide to be a smart shopper is to join loyalty programs at the stores you already currently shop. So this doesn't mean you need to adventure out and go to a bunch of stores that are maybe too far away to drive to or anything like that. Focus on where you're already purchasing your items. Finally, make use of rebates. So there are so many rebate apps out there to get cash back on your purchases and really save big. Ibotta and Fetch are great options for rebate apps. And so many of those reward apps are free to the use of the customer. So look into them, and we're going to have some suggestions on some ones here in just another slide or two. So maximizing your coupon values. Unfortunately, if we're going to use coupons, we have to focus on purchasing products that we know we're going to use, but maybe not the name brand. So we got to forget our name brand loyalty just a little bit if we want to get the best bargain. The best deals usually come when you lose your fixation on that brand and focus on, okay, any toothpaste for me is going to do and serve the purpose of what I'm needing it to use. Clip only for products that you need. So this is a really great rule of thumb. If you have to think about clipping a particular coupon for more than just a few seconds, you should pass on it. You shouldn't buy whatever's on sale or whatever you have a coupon for just because of the sake of buying it. We want to only use coupons on products that we're going to use. Otherwise, it's just wasted money. Only shop for those store specials and coupons that are useful. Watch for personal products. So coupons are fantastic for even things like cosmetics or body care items, shampoo, as I mentioned, toothpaste, body wash. You can usually save about 50% without much effort. So watch for those personal products. Be on the lookout for pantry staples. So these diamond and the rough coupons are more common than you think. Quite often, there's a lot of coupons out there for things like sour cream, butter, ketchup, mustard, chocolate chips, and so on and so on. Those are things that you can keep in your pantry. Check the shelf life that you know you're not going to be wasting those items, but that they extend long enough that you will be able to buy them in advance. Double and triple coupon events. These are awesome. So these promotional days are when the store will allow you to take maybe your 50-cent coupon and double it to make it a savings of $1. So this type of coupon upgrade promotion is one that happens automatically at the registers. You don't have to do anything really to take part in this except present your coupon at the checkout. So a lot of times they're going to run an advertisement that they're having these double or triple coupon events. So you just got to watch the advertisements and subscribe online to be notified of when those dates are going to be. Or sometimes it's going to be they happen on a rotation. And then finally, really and truly, the number one rule of couponing is to wait for sales. So to really get the most for your dollar, sales alone can save you so much money. Coupons can save you money, but planning to use both the coupon and the sale benefit are really going to save you the most. So this may mean that you have to wait a few weeks after clipping a coupon to use it, but that wait is worth it. So many coupon items do not hit their lowest sale price until a few weeks after the coupon comes out. So an example of this, a 1-pound roll of pork sausage usually costs around $3.29. These rolls will sometimes go on sale for buy one, get one free. Then they become $1.65 each, which is a good deal. Add that 55-cent coupon though, and then now it's $1.10. An even better deal. Because you're buying two, you can use two coupons. So shop at a store that doubles coupons up to $1 savings, and each $1 or 1-pound roll of sausage now only costs you 65 cents. Now that is a fantastic deal. So this would be a savings of 80%. If we're going to maximize our coupon values, once again, it's so important that we know the store policy and see if we can use some of these additional items when it comes to couponing. So stacking coupons, I touched on this a little bit. First, we have to check with the store, make sure that they allow this. And this is when you can stack a maybe loyalty card or a manufacturer's coupon, store coupon, rebates. And that's going to be combining all of those great deals to get an even better deal on one item. Stockpiling. So, a lot of times in these extreme couponing shows, we'll hear about stockpiling. So, buying enough low priced items to last your family maybe through the next buying cycle. Sales do happen on a cycle. Usually, if you can keep track of that, you'll be able to see when those best sales happen. Weekly ads are great as well. Read through those weekly store ads to see what's on sale and which stores have the best prices on the items that you truly need. If you don't get weekly ads delivered to you, you can usually pick up a flyer at the store or view it on the store's website. Coupon matchups isn't even better than viewing the weekly ads yourself. There's websites out there now that will match up coupons for you. So these sites are going to tell you when the best sale is happening and what coupons are available. And I'll give you some examples of those here in just a few slides. And then we have our loyalty cards. So I had mentioned these just a little bit, and that's just going to be that loyalty card that gives you that discount for being a card holder in the store. Most loyalty cards are free. Like I mentioned, Kroger is one of my favorite loyalty cards to use. And then we have our 10 or $10 promotions. Keep in mind, you usually do not have to buy the 10 items to get the dollar price. So buy only what you need and what you can afford according to your budget. This could be a great time though to stockpile. So if there's non-perishables and your budget is allowing you to do so, the 10 for 10 is a great opportunity to buy those extra items, get them in your stockpile, and then you don't have to purchase any more of that particular item until they go on sale again. And then finally, rain checks. If the store is out of a sale item, ask for a rain check. All you have to do is go to customer service and ask for a rain check for the item that you wanted. They will fill out a piece of paper called the rain check with the item details, including the price and the number that you wanted. And then you can come back another day when it's in stock and purchase that item with the rain check. Organizing our coupons. So, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the coupon section, having a system is so important. And really, it's going to vary on what you're wanting. If you're wanting to get into extreme couponing or just the basics of couponing, your system will vary. But don't feel like you have to at first create this elaborate system to get organized. Start small, keep it simple. The goal is really to save money at the end. So we have to find what works for us. So don't get hung up on the details of the organizing component. But here are a few suggested ways of organizing your coupons. So there is the envelope system. You can clip your coupons, put them in envelopes, and have them ready to go for when you're ready to go couponing. You can have multiple envelopes or just stick them all even in one envelope and put it somewhere where you're going to know where it's at and that you have access to it when you're meal planning. We have our accordion file, coupon wallets, or index boxes. So these are grouped together, and these are going to be just general categories that you can store and keep your coupons. There are so many great pre-made divider pages or labels for these out there that don't feel like you have to recreate the wheel. And if you're not sure how to divide your coupons into sections, some people recommend organizing coupons by date. Some people do it by maybe brand name or type of coupon, type of item, area or aisle of the store. So there's so many different routes that you can go with that. And one of the easiest ways is to organize the whole insert. So filing the entire section of the newspaper into a large box or file folder, and use the coupon that matches that maybe to the website or the additional coupons that you find. So this way you only take the coupons you plan to use to the store. The only issue with this is you might miss out on a great clearance or sale item because you've only been looking at the section on the insert and not clipping any additional coupons. Our coupon binders. So on the screen, Coupon Mom, she creates she has a lot of information out there on couponing, but the image there is one of the products that she has created for fellow couponers. So her coupon binder is one method of being able to organize your coupons. And there's so many pre-made products out there if you're dedicated to couponing and you want to invest in something like that. Otherwise, you can just use a binder, a regular 3-ring binder, add some plastic sleeves and page holders that you can insert the coupons in those plastic sleeves and have those page markers to where you're going to know what's in your book. Final option, your coupon box. So this method is similar to the index box, but on a larger scale. So you're going to sort your coupons into more detailed categories. So instead of maybe just having a baby category, you might break it down into diapers, baby food, baby wipes, etc. This does require a time commitment, more filing, but it does make finding your coupons easier for that box method. And please don't feel like you have to write down all of these suggestions. These will be sent to you in an email after the presentation. But we have so many wonderful websites out there for couponing. It's great to not to have to reinvent the wheel and feel like you have to start from scratch and researching these websites. So these are just a few of the suggestions of websites that I have used when it comes to couponing and the apps available. So some of my favorite ones are Honey is an app out there. I love Target's Cartwheel and GoodRx. GoodRx has saved me a lot on prescriptions over the years. So really look into that one. But there are so many great websites and apps. So do some research into what website is going to fit your need the best. I will say that when you begin to look for online couponing websites, focus on ones that are free. There are so many websites out there, so don't feel like you have to pay an expensive subscription to get these free coupons. Can focus on finding a website that will compare the prices for you. So this really is going to save you time from having to hop from website to website to find the best deal. I would recommend checking the website's reviews before you subscribe or give any of your personal information, and be cautious of any downloads. So I do not download any of these websites. I may print the coupon or download the coupon, but I'm not going to download any of their like quick links or anything like that. I would rather search online to find the coupons that I'm looking for. And with that, check the website reviews and be cautious of downloads. We also want to watch what information that we're putting out on the internet as far as personal information goes. So be cautious, keep an eye out. You can always check Consumer Reports as well to make sure you're finding a trustworthy site. A few additional resources as well that I'm going to send out to you today. We have a Cash In with Coupons that was created by Kansas State University, and Couponing 101, Surviving the Economic Crunch. Both of these are wonderful resources for being able to coupon and have an idea of where to start as well. I will send you those links and a couple of worksheets that go along with today's presentation. Any questions? We are actually already at the end, so we finished just a little bit early. You're welcome to put questions in the chat. And if you all do not mind, we have a voluntary survey that goes along with this program. So I will include that in the chat as well. And you do not have to take this survey, but it helps us have a better idea of if you learned something new, if there's any information that you felt was missing that you would like added in for future presentations. We're always glad to hear your feedback. And I will hang out here for just a little bit. That way, if you have any questions, we can get those answered. Thank you all so much for participating.